take us into different virtual worlds. And I'm so thrilled about Carol being on the project, because she's not only proven to be the most experienced and the most talented and the most wonderful teacher trainer in the virtual world, she's then done an excellent job on top of it in OpenSim, and now she excels in Minecraft. There's no challenge that Carol cannot master. It's absolutely incredible. So let me introduce Carol to you just briefly. Briefly is good. She's got a bio just almost as long as Michael.
No. One line, that'll do. She's there, standing there, that'll do.
No, I'm proud. I mean, to know you is a real great honor. Carol Rainbow holds a B.Phil Ed's honor at Works and taught English and music in schools for many years. And with the introduction of ICT in education, she became a teacher trainer and an ICT coordinator, and she went on to become an ICT consultant for Oxfordshire, working with teachers to make sure ICT plays a key role in enhancing pupils' educations in Oxfordshire schools. Currently, Carol is an online tutor for the Consultants E, teaching language educators from all over the world how to use technology to enhance their teaching or to teach online. She has been using virtual worlds as a teaching platform for the last 8 years, and she taught e-safety. She's also moderated several EVO sessions. She's been in Second Life, on EduNation as one of the core people, I would say. She's a great machinimatographer and a games maker. Over the last 5 years, Carol has worked for the University of Central Lancashire on 2 EU-funded projects, that is Camelot and now Guinevere. Her interest is working in virtual worlds, currently mostly Minecraft, and to investigate how they can be best used to engage learners. She also loves making and sharing digital stories through machinima making. Without further ado, over to you.
Thanks, Heike. Thanks very much. Okay, everybody, I'm going to share a little presentation first. We've got teachers that don't know virtual worlds at all, likely to be joining us in virtual worlds. And I just want to give them some idea of what they might be able to do. Now, you've just seen loads of board games there, all those sorts of on-the-spot games to develop specific language. And yes, we've created loads of those, and actually there are some of those in our Guinevere Island on the OpenSim, some very similar to the ones you've seen, because I built a lot of the ones you've seen, and I built them again in Guinevere. So, so you'll see some of those, but also trying to think of a much bigger picture. And these are two projects that either I've built or I've had a lot of help in building, which I'll mention as we go through. To try and inspire teachers so that they can literally see the sorts of things you can do. Okay, so let's just have a look. So this one, now then, 10 weeks ago I said I hated Minecraft. I didn't want anything to do with it. I would do all the work in OpenSim and somebody else could do Minecraft. I said that at my interview. If Mike was still there, I did say that at my interview. And then the very first meeting, Michael said, okay, Carol, you do Minecraft Evo, which is a 5-week session learning about Minecraft. We were already halfway through Minecraft Evo. I didn't think there was any chance of learning. But I went in and met 2 absolutely wonderful people, one of whom is with us now, and that's Dakota Redstone, and a lady called Olive Tree Lighthouse, who has been around at the conference. I've seen her in the conference, and she's certainly around in Second Life, in World of Warcraft, in Minecraft. She's everywhere. And these 2 people have taken me under their wing and taught me so much, you wouldn't believe it. And then about the 1st of March, thereabouts, so almost 2 months ago, we got our sim. A huge area of flat land with nothing. Flat green as far as the eye can see. And very boring. Nothing to do, nothing of interest. Just nothing there for anybody really to get excited about. So I talked to Nick from 3DLES, who is the technical person for the project, and asked him if you could have a proper world in in survival mode. So there's two modes. There's one called creative, which you literally have as many building resources as you could possibly want, and you can build forever. You're not going to encounter any of the mobs or things that make it really interesting and that the kids absolutely love. It's what takes them to it endlessly. It's creative, inclined towards boring in my opinion. Or there's a survival mode. In the survival mode you have 10 minutes of daylight where you can mine, build, kill things to get your resources. So you kill a sheep to get wool, you pick flowers to dye the wool pretty colours, you mine coal so that you can cook the food, the carrots and the potatoes and the apples, so that you can eat and keep alive. It's a whole survival game. You have everything in it to survive, but you have to learn how to use it. And then something like 10 minutes of daylight and 10 minutes of night time. And in those times, daytime is obviously when you can do all the work. Nighttime you're fighting mobs or just going to bed like me and forgetting they exist. Okay, so two very different games, but they are complete games. You can work your way right from beginning right the way through Minecraft to the end. But obviously we want people in and we want them to be using it to try and foster language learning. That's the whole project. So I went in and I'm stood there thinking, okay, now what? I had no interest, I didn't want to be there, and I'd got to try and produce something for teachers. So this was one of my first ideas. I'm totally incapable of building it, of course, because I couldn't build anything. I'm still not very good. But it was one of my first ideas that we might have an alien spaceship crash into a mountain. So here, look, this is the start of our quest, and we're overlooking a naturally created village. Minecraft spawns villages. I'll tell you about more of what it spawns later, but it does do these wonderful villages. And the villages have people, bots, people, pretend people in them. And these bots are very, very useful because they actually will trade with characters playing the game, and you can get lots of special things from them. So the villages are really useful. They're a great place to be close to when you create your own central area where you're going to work and play. And if you look at the top left of the corner there, you'll see just that little odd light shape. I did the picture at night so that you'd be able to recognize there was something in the mountain. A little bit of light and a little bit of spaceship shape. So something's happened. And we get closer and we can see a different view of the spaceship, and we can see fire, and we can see churned up dirt behind it, look. Okay, so what's happened? Now then, next morning, or in the daylight anyway, right at the top of this picture you can still see the spaceship. Completely different view. You can see little snippets of the fire, so you can sort of orient yourselves to where it was in the mountain. But on the ground here you've got little people. You can see 3 of them in that picture. Little man at the bottom there in a green jumper, one in a sort of turquoise jumper and one in a orange jumper. Oh, Hiker's pointing. Okay. And these bots actually give messages. They say things. If you step close to them, they will give you and only you a message. They don't give it to everybody on the sim. So you have to go to them as a researcher to find out what they know. And there are about 8 or 9 of them, and each of them will tell you what they think happened or what they saw, what they heard. They'll give you their little bit of the story. So the quest really is for students of any age, in any language. I've done it in English, but it can be quickly translated into any language under the sun. To go round and collect as much information, keywords, bits of information as they can from all of these different bots. And then they can come back to something like Vocaroo or their phones, it doesn't matter, and make a news report. They could do an audio report on a phone on Vocaroo. They could do a video report on the phone, save it to Flipgrid. They could do a written report on Google Docs. This could be collaborative work. They could be single pairs, groups, however a teacher wants to work them. There's no set way. Obviously, this is more for inspiration than a set exercise aimed at any one specific level or one specific language. All of that side of it needs to be matched to the people doing the activity. So one little quest there. Now then, the one bot gives you something very special. This is a key message, because that first part is a complete project, and the children will produce their work, whatever work you've asked for, audio, visual, written, and you give them a prize. You give them a prize for completing, because it's sort of a game, isn't it? So if you're doing a game, you get a prize, a badge, a prize, a new piece of armor, something special for perhaps a lump of gold or an emerald that you can do something with, something special for the game. And obviously, if you've played the game, you'll know what the special things are. But this message here, well, I was here very soon after the crash. I was working in the fields nearby. I saw all these folks rushing around looking under the spaceship. After they'd looked around the outside of the saucer, they piled quickly inside again. They must still be in there. I never saw them come out. So that's a clue now that we want to get children into the spaceship, because there's stuff in the spaceship to be found. So here we are, we're approaching, and you can see the fire and the devastation. And you can walk in and all around the spaceship and look all around at the reactor that seems to have broken down and everything. And there are lots of hidden things which you can't see, and I'm not showing you, but there are 2 treasure chests there which are quite obvious. One would hope they'll find those. They should find lots of information. They might find prizes, they might find treasures, they might find Minecraft goodies, they might find captain's logs. You just don't know what they're going to find. But one would hope that eventually they'll either be directed to the portal by what they find, or accidentally come across this portal in front of us. And we're going to go through the portal, and we land on a platform high in the sky, but sadly the mothership has already gone. It's gone, taken its load or its survivors or whatever, and so you can't either talk to them, or if you're a survivor yourself, you can't get to them. So a further part of the story now is to accidentally, probably, click on the teleporter, because I'm sure they'll go and have a look at what these things do, these 2 yellow blocks. They'll arrive on one of the yellow blocks, so it might be quite obvious that something happens if they go to the other one. And they are brought to, well, a new planet, a survival area. What would you call it? Call it what you will. And so if we look around here, we've got, oh, there's one survivor there. You can see one little bot there with a message. You can see water. Sorry, yeah, you can see a tree in the distance. There are trees. You can see some water on that picture. There is some water. So basically, they should have everything, or be able to mine or find or grow or build absolutely everything they want here to survive until the mothership comes back, and they will obviously know when that's likely to be. So there's a whole further project if children or students get that far. And this, of course, is the fun bit, the building and the surviving and everything else. Yes, Mars, that's exactly it. The red planet. Actually, it doesn't look as red on this picture as it does when you're actually on it. So a whole project right from beginning to end, and you can expand it as much as you want or shrink it as much as you want. You can give prizes, but it's just one idea that we've actually developed to be a complete project to try and inspire teachers. Okay, I think that's all about that one, unless anybody wants to ask questions about that one. But maybe I'll do the 2 first and then deal with questions. Okay, and this is a little question in OpenSim.
Okay, just a quick question.
Yes, yes?
How long did it take you to build this?
Right. Dakota built most of it, not me. Not me. The village was already there. Dakota built the workshop in a couple of 3 nights. I did the little bots, that was my bit, and that took me, when I learned how to do it, which took me probably a couple of hours of getting it wrong. When I learned how to do it, they take about 2 minutes each. They're no time at all. The sky platform and the portal, probably, you can ask Dakota is here, but probably no more than an hour, the speed he builds. It's incredible. And then that red patch at the end is mostly a raw virgin material. It's an area there. It's called the mesa, and that is its color. It's one of the biomes. Minecraft has lots of biomes. You can have Arctic biomes with polar bears and igloos. You can have jungle biomes with parrots and exotic flowers and exotic trees. You have every sort of biome you can possibly imagine. Desert, tundra, Arctic plains, rivers, deep ocean, deep seas, oceans. Every biome you can possibly imagine on the earth exists in the game of Minecraft, and in the naturally seeded worlds they're all there. They have treasures for you to find, like a buried temple underwater, a wrecked, ruined, 3/4 buried temple in the desert, a witchy hut in the swamps, a very special woodland mansion, which is where the absolute masters of the mobs are waiting to kill you. There are lots of things there for the children to actually play. But the mesa, that red area, was almost virgin. Dakota put a little bot there, and he put a few lights to light the way, and very little else. Yes, as Dakota said, in Minecraft, mostly the learners do the building. Now, being totally and utterly new to Minecraft just a few weeks ago, the first thing I tried to do was build a kids' playground. I built a maze, I built a few 3D coloured type games, I built various odds and ends, and they were trashed by griefers a couple of nights ago. And we went last night to Dakota regenerated the land for me, which was lovely. And he said, do you want to rebuild the game park? And I said, well, no, I think the kids can do it. Let them build the game park. They'll probably do it 100 times better than ever I could imagine. And they will talk colours and sizes and shapes and everything else. If we can get the right sort of language going in the scenarios that we set for them, then they will learn the language, and they will enjoy it. It is like Tunchi was saying, it's a new mindset. It's the children teaching the teachers. We just need to give them time and freedom, and the ideas to build to encompass the language you need them to learn. And I'm pretty sure that's absolutely right. Do I still hate Minecraft? I've got very mixed feelings about Minecraft. It's a sort of love-hate relationship, I think. I love to hate it. I'm still much more happy and confident in OpenSim, but then I have been there for 10 years or more, you know. Dakota's still got to train me a bit more yet. Yes, he has. Yes, yes. So let's just have a quick look at this project in OpenSim, and then, if you like, I will take you into either world, which anybody would like to see. So this is the landing point on the Guinevere Island. And as you can see, there's a huge sort of drawbridge where you're going in here. That's a shop area over to the back where it's white, and you can choose your avatars there. And then you go into this first castle, which is the orientation area. From there, you go into a further castle, which is gamified, because you've got to like answer questions to close the drawbridge so you can get in and all that sort of stuff. And that's all being developed by Nick at 3DLES. And there's another island called Team Up, which again Nick is developing team games on that one. There's an island which is called I've forgotten it already, Fair, something peculiar, which is the sandbox where we will be allowing teachers to build and try things out and play. And then last week, or the week before last, I asked Nick for a movie studio sim, because I had an idea, again, for this quest that I wanted to build. So let's move on. Okay, now then, I used to teach for Language Lab, and that was a very immersive educational establishment on Second Life. And we had this thing called Crazy Hotel, where just everything went wrong and was wrong. And I didn't want to do the Crazy Hotel exactly the same, but I wanted to do the Crazy Holidays idea. So that's looking down on the whole sim, and if you look around, you can see, let me get a pointer. Oh, I've lost it. There it is. You can psycho, not me. You can see this is the reception for the holiday place, and then you can see funny little buildings. You can see a beautiful clubhouse, another funny little building down there, beautiful house, tree house, all sorts of funny little things. Okay, so let's go and have a look at this quest. So here we are, Guinevere Holdings, Luxury Holiday Lets, a beautiful meeting place where the quest starts. Everybody will meet in there for a cup of coffee. We've got the coffee out, we've got the coffee cups, the coffee tables. This is the upstairs. We've got 6 posters, and the posters look okay. The people will meet here. They will actually fill in a Google form or a well, actually, I've done it on a note card, so they just fill it in themselves. So we're dealing, first of all, with form filling, because that's quite important in language learning. So very basic form filling things, words, things like next of kin, NOK, DOB, date of birth, things that you can very quickly come unstuck with if you don't recognize them. So a bit of form filling to start, a cup of coffee, social chit chat, meeting point. Everybody then chooses their cabin. Now let's just have a look at one of those posters, and you can see we've got a little lounge area, a dining area, a bathroom, bedroom, outside little patio area. Okay, what's not to like? So people can have a look at their pictures, choose their cabins. As they choose their cabin, they actually get too soon. They get a note card, and the note card gives them directions. So they have to walk from the reception to their cabin. It also gives them roles. So the characters are given roles for that particular cabin. So it's something like an old couple with a cat. One of them's got a dodgy hip. One uses a walking stick. You name it, we've got all sorts of roles. Everybody's got something. We've got a honeymoon couple. Yes, okay. I'm not going to spoil it. You can come and have a look at it if you want to. But we looked at cabin 4 on the picture, and we saw 4 pictures that looked like 4 little rooms. And what we've actually got, of course, is everything squashed in one room, and the toilet is behind the screen there. The wash basin isn't even behind the screen. There are curtains, but they're not very adequate. They're only behind the bath. And then we've got guests. Look, there's a raccoon here, and there's something lurking under the bed there. In the cabins, in each cabin also, there is a teleport, not a teleport, what do you call it? A globe, a touch globe, that gives them helpful phrases for complaining. And this is the crux of our whole project, is that people will complain. They will have plenty to complain about. So there you are, look, the curtain doesn't work properly to cover everything, when they try and close it, that is. That's the bathroom behind a screen. They haven't got a door, they've got a curtain. And the worst thing, of course, is it's got this huge great big ramp, and it's on the top of 3 tree trunks. So that's cabin number 4. That was the one that we looked at in the set of photos. It looked quite nice. Okay, some of the possible problems, you know, these things are lurking around some of the cabins. Okay, and then just a place where you can sign up to go into the Guinevere Island, and the grid, instructions how to get there. Now there are actually videos on the Guinevere Project EU, I think it's all one word, YouTube channel. I should have found that and pasted it, and I haven't. Videos explaining how to sign up, how to get in, both for this and for Minecraft, so you can join us on either game if you'd like to have a look around and see what we're up to. If there are any questions now, I'm quite happy to take them. And if not, for a few minutes, I will take you into either world and screen share if you'd like to see either world. I'm handing over to everybody here now to decide if they'd like anything for the last sort of 10 minutes. So, any questions for a start? Somebody's got mixed feelings about Minecraft as well as me. Not just me.
So we put it out as a poll for the people. Look, we have the means, a quick poll. What would you like to see? Minecraft or Guinevere OpenSim? Oops. So multiple choice, you can only choose one or the other. Here we go.
One for
Answers.
Minecraft. 3 for Guinevere. Okay. 4 for Guinevere. Oh!
Ah, it's coming in. It's a strong battle. We can also... we've done nearly broadcast the results to everyone to see. It's a very, very close draw.
Wow.
But the Guinevere
Okay.
OpenSim has
How
won.
much time do we have? How much time do we have? We have about 10 minutes, don't we?
We've got 10 minutes left, but we can run 5 minutes over if that's okay, because there's a
do
break
5
afterwards of half an hour until the next session starts.
Let's do 5 minutes in each then, and then people can have a... I mean, they can come and join us quite happily, so let's do 5 minutes in each. So I'm going to share, first and foremost, I'll go into...
There will be a Minecraft workshop on Sunday, so just to let people know, on Sunday we have another Minecraft workshop that's at 3:30 p.m. GMT. That is 4:30. Yeah, look at both. Fantastic.
Okay. Okay, are you seeing my screen okay? I'm in
Yes,
Guinevere.
we're seeing it really great.
Okay, I'm just going to actually teleport straight to that island for a start, so you can have a look at that island that we were on. And that's called Movie Studio. There it is. Movie Studio and teleport. Okay, now it is going to take a few seconds for it all to res around me. And typically it's gone dark. So let's make it light for a start. Sun position, midday. Okay, so here we are at the beautiful club. And while it's all resing, then I'll show you the club. Mind you, this is probably resing as well. It takes quite a long time to res. So, let me in. Oh, all right, don't let me in. Finally, the door's going to open. Okay, so a lovely restaurant downstairs, pretty tables. We haven't got the bar. It's resing around me. It'll all get here soon. And we've got a bit of kitchen arriving, I can see. Oh, we've got a bit of kitchen arriving. Okay, lights just arrived. I think I should have come up. Now we've got food at a table. Oh, that's it, right. Now we've got some food on the table. It's all getting there. And now we've got the bar. It is really beginning to res itself now. Okay, so we've got beautiful bar. We've got restaurant tables here. So lovely meeting place for conversations, restaurant activities. We have a sort of conference room, boardroom, again, meetings, interviews, any sort of role play situations with groups that you can think of there. And if we pop upstairs, we have got, oh, she's going to go slow. We have got a beautiful lounge upstairs. So group meetings for all sorts of things here. And that was the nice club that I didn't show you any pictures of when we were in the quest. Okay, I'm going to pull back my that's better now. I'm going to pull back, just teleport straight to where I want to be. So here's the opening place, the opening of our quest. Okay, so here's our beautiful receptions. And let me just touch
to laugh at the Guinevere holding.
Guinevere Holdings, absolutely. So I'm going to touch. Right, so instructions look first. Leave this building. Can you see the note card? I guess you can.
Yes, we can.
Can you see? Yes, okay. Leave the building and turn left, follow the path, etc. So all the directions, and then also you have roles to play. So find out everything's wrong in your cabin, make a list, look at your role, head back to reception to make a complaint. So you want to get the car to the cabin to unload all the bird watching and fishing kit. You can't carry all that and 8 cases on your long walk. There's a dreadful noise from the concrete mixer. Partner two's got dementia, so she or he is lost, goes to the wrong cabin, forgets where to go, loses instructions, forgets everything, asks where he is, where are his parents, what day is it, when's breakfast, creates havoc, wanders away, visits others, asking for their partner, and drives everybody crazy. So we've got these sort of little role play type things going on as well as just the crazy cabins. We've got role plays, we've got all sorts of things. Let me just teleport out. Right, where does anybody want to see? Let's go and look at a different cabin. Let's go and have a look at this one here. Now you notice it's got an umbrella sticking out of the top. That's because the bathroom doesn't have a roof. Okay, so let's go and look in this one. Now this is the one I think that I put the two old folks. Oh, I can't remember what I put where now. But we've got a very small living room. Oops, spotted a rat there. Very small living room and not even a bedroom there. So we go back outside again. And to find, I can't even get out of the door on this one. Why can't, oh, because I've gone into mouse look mode. Okay, back, that's better. Now walk. Now walk. No, she's not even going to walk out. Okay, I'll jump out. All right, so now then to get to the bedroom, this is a mystery in itself, but eventually I'm sure they'll find their bedroom. And here's their bedroom. They haven't got a door, notice. And guess where those ladders go? Those ladders go to their bathroom. So, complete nightmare scenario, and most of them are. But the Sim's very pretty. There's lots of really beautiful areas. I'm not going to go to the concrete mixer. It is so noisy, it'll drive everybody insane. I think I'll just show you a completely different build now. So I'm going to raise myself 1,000 meters into the air because this was called Movie Studio. And here I am on a sky platform. And if you look in the sky around me, you'll see fairground, art room, sitting room, departure lounge, arcade, store, garage, collect clothing here, discotheque, arcade, pool room. Okay, so you can see you've got various. I mean, we have only had this about 2 weeks. It's not fully developed, but there are lots of things to do already. Heike's asking for a TP. So let's TP Heike so she can join me. I think I'm getting a bit of lag, Heike. I can't TP you. I can't seem to TP you. I can there. Okay. Right.
Don't need to
So,
if it doesn't work. It's just fun.
yeah, no, I've got you. Okay, so let's pop and have a quick look in the disco. So we've got a DJ booth, we've got lights, we've got a pretty floor, we've got dance balls, all the sorts of things you'd expect. If we go into the pool room, you've got a little bar, you've got some barrels in the corner, and you've got some games. Now the thing is about all these, if you look now, you're seeing right inside, so you can film. You can film in and you can see in from any angle, but as soon as you're in, right in, you've got walls. So the inside looks closed, it looks like it's a complete building. The outside is all transparent so that you can just film through the walls. What else? Oh, the laundry. Oh, I'm very proud of the laundry. Here you are, here's the laundry. I put white tumble dryers and white washing machines, and then 2 days later I found all these working ones, so of course they had to be changed. So we've got a few mesh people, we've got some coffee dispensers, soap dispensers, laundry signs. So again, meeting places, all the sorts of scenarios you can do. We've got the departure lounge for the airport. That's not rezzed very well, that picture. Oh, maybe I'm just too far away. So again, you can see in. You can't see in on the two dirty windows. Well, you can, but it's dirty. You could still film in, but you can see in from the two clear sides. What have we got this side? We've got a little lounge, just a little sitting room. Again, lots of scenarios. Doors wide open for some reason, but it does close. Lots of scenarios, demand, little situations and role plays. Okay, so a little art room there. So not masses yet, but as much as we could possibly. Oh, shop! I forgot the shop. Look, and the inevitable fashion parade, because once you've got new clothes, you need to show them off, and people need to explain what their partner's wearing or whatever. You know how it goes. In this side of the shop, actually, this is quite useful because these are costumes for machinima. You've got all sorts of character costumes here. Upstairs is proper clothes, proper clothes, but they're costumes. Okay, so that's a good look at Guinevere. I think if it's all right, I'll take you into OpenSim now instead. Is that okay with everybody? I'm not actually watching the text chat, I'm sorry. Everything's eye-catching, thank you. Pretty club, yes. Nice ideas, good, good, good. Okay, so now I'm going to go into, I'm going to stop sharing here.
Before you go to the Minecraft, can anybody enter this virtual world just like that, or?
They can at the moment, yes. The idea is that, of course, because it's an EU project, it would be public and it would be open for the public, except when we've got classes. You know, people that are using it with purpose. But for the moment, yes, people can come in, film here, play around here.
But they do have to sign up for an avatar, right? So, I mean...
Yes.
That's it, yeah.
I did share the...
Can you hypergrid into it, or...?
Yes, you can hypergrid into it. And on my presentation, if you want to just put the last page up later on, that gives the addresses both to sign up and to hypergrid.
Fantastic. And just to explain to some people, hypergrid is a technology that connects various OpenSim virtual worlds. So if you have an avatar in one, you can hypergrid into Guinevere OpenSim at ease. So, over to Minecraft.
So, back to game. We have swapped games now. And I just need... Sorry, I need to just... I'm still attached to my avatar. Right, I'm back here now. Okay, so now I'm in a landing center here in Minecraft. Right, now I'm going to make it daylight because I can see it's going dark. So time set to 0. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to go outside. Now the reason I did time to daylight is because I don't actually want to be fighting mobs. I just want to be showing you around. So this area, let me see if I can come right back and jump up in the sky and show you a bit better. Okay, so there is a building. Now this is one of our project partners on her first day in Minecraft having a little play. She chose blue and purple and pink as the colors, and we've stuck with them. So this is the teacher's shelter. There is everything there for teachers. There's food, there are tools, there are minerals, ores, and all sorts of things that you want. This is a teacher area, not the children's. And look, wonderful ship out there. I'll take you. Oh, Dakota's there. Dakota can perhaps explain his ship a little bit more in a minute. I just want to quickly show you the teleport stations. I was saying about all the different biomes that are available in Minecraft. And if I just go down to land here, you'll see that we've got the playground. I did mention the playground. Over on the right, you'll see crash scene. You see Hinderval, a village. Playgrounds. Now we call these all odd things, like Llama Land is a biome where you can actually go and see llamas. Jungle, Bell Harbour Village, Igloo, Polar Bear Country, a Citadel Village, the Witchy Hut. These are things that can be found in the biomes: a seaside village, plains village, ice plains, roofed forest, West Point Village, a deserted mine and a swamp. We've got something growling at me, and I'm pretty sure that is a parrot mimicking one of the mobs, because there's a parrot somewhere about. And it's the parrot, not the mobs. Yeah, there's the parrot in front of me. The parrot is mimicking the mobs to frighten the life out of everybody. So here we've got a teacher base with teacher teleports, with all the resources they could want. It's a starting point to train teachers. Now we had the most beautiful, or 3/4 of the most beautiful spawn point for children 4 days ago. It was a huge fortressed circle, massive, split into 4 with basic instructions for children right in the middle, and then 4 quarters for 4 languages. There was a pyramid like the one outside the Louvre, with museum and art gallery and everything for the French. There was Bavarian houses for the German quarter. There was the Leaning Tower of Pisa for the Italian quarter, and the Spanish quarter wasn't developed. And then sadly 2-3 days ago we had griefers that completely trashed the lot. It's heartbreaking, and so that's gone. But this area, well, it was griefed again 2 days ago, but this was all on a backup, so we managed to restore it yesterday. So ship out there, so let's have a little run out to the ship. I'm sure Dakota might like to, if he's got voice, might like to tell you a little bit about his ship. So you can see this path is all sort of set out beautifully. You could take a boat. There was a boat there that you could actually sail to the ship if you wanted to. I'm just going to run.
Just enabled voice for Dakota if you wanted to chip in.
Okay, so here's a ship. You can hear all sorts of things on the ship. You can hear creatures, engines, motors. I don't know what you can hear. Oh, and we've got a horse on the ship. We have a map here of the whole area, and if we get quite close to it, you can see where the ship is. So to the left with the white roof, you can see our little teaching area. I'm sure you can see the crash scene from here, but maybe not. But I can teleport to the crash scene. No problem. So is Dakota coming to tell us a bit about his ship or not? Dak, are you talking?
Dakota, do you want to give it a try? You need to click on the
He
microphone at the top of the screen.
He did say he had trouble with Adobe Connect. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I thought he'd not seen that I enabled audio, maybe.
I can't. Hang on. I'm going to escape the game for 2 seconds while I look at the chat.
Never mind.
I can't do both. I can't do both. Oh, there will be feedback. Okay, back to the game. Okay, right. So, all right. I'm not going to spend lots of time. You can come and have a look at the ship. You can investigate. There's layers down into the water and layers up into the sky. It is absolutely fantastic. A huge build. I'm going to go straight to the spaceship so that you can have a quick look at that. Home spaceship. If anybody wants to see something particular, do let me know, but I can't pick up. Oh, I can pick up the text chat now. Now I've opened the window, I can see it even while I'm in Minecraft. So here we are. I'm on top of the spaceship, looking down onto all the churned up earth and looking down onto those little villages I told you about. So let me actually fly away so you can get a better picture of it all. Flying and looking back. So the spaceship, the villagers. There's Dakota down by one of the villagers. And just round the corner. I think it's round to this side. I get very disorientated all the time. Yes, there's the village that could actually see the crash in the picture. And you can see it's a beautifully developed village. Gardens, all the food they need. They have blacksmiths, and they have, looks almost like a church there in the middle, some sort of building. Gardens and everything. And as I say, these are naturally spawned areas. So, spaceship, the villagers giving their information to the children. If they happen to go down under the spaceship there in the dark, there's mobs ready to greet them and kill them, which of course the children will love. Okay, now I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you to the spawn point, and this is, it's
Actually, the
heartbreaking.
photo asks, want to see a secret?
Oh, absolutely. Does he want to share screen? Does he want to share screen? Yes, definitely. So I can't write without going out of Minecraft, but he can follow you. Okay, I'll have to come to you then. Okay, so TP, find him, D. Okay, I'm TPing.
TPA? TPA?
Well, it's just TPA for other people. It's not usually for me, but yeah, I'll do.
Oh, okay.
I should just be able to TP to him, actually. Let me just try again.
He said slash TP.
Slash TP, I got it wrong. That's how good I am at
He's
Minecraft,
at the well
everybody.
in the village.
He's at the well in the village. Okay, let's go to the well in the village. There he is. Okay, so follow Dakota. Right, he'll run off at a rate now, so I can't follow him. Okay. Where did he go? In the water? Did he go in the water? Woo! What are you doing to me? Okay, I'm going to take a vision so I can see at night for one, and I'm going to teleport Hiker to me. TP accept. And there's not a gap in the middle. Oh, get it right. I'm still so useless at it. Right, now where's Dakota gone? I think he must be along here somewhere. I've taken a night vision. I should be able to see where he is, but no. Oh, he's gone up there.
Just there.
Okay.
He's just there next to you. And he's walking this direction.
Oh, we've got to him. All right, a secret. Wow, a chamber that I certainly didn't know about. Now, what's here, Dak? Another map. Okay. And there's a treasure chest.
Look at that.
Oh, what's this? Okay, let's have a look. He's got creative mode. Oh, these are command blocks to change the world into. So if I click that, I would be in creative, which I'm in anyway.
Mode. Okay.
In the right-hand side, survival, I'd be in survival mode. So this one, I could switch everybody to something. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So in different languages. Okay. Wow.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well, secret then. I didn't know about this. Oh, and now we've got a button.
Oh,
so
and a teleport.
right click on a button and I'm going to end up somewhere, I hope.
Yep, I'm here as well.
I don't seem to have ended anywhere.
Yeah, we have, but we have to go upstairs, the ladder.
Up the ladder.
I think that's what he's disappeared to. I think. Look. Oh, Dakota. Oh, look, where we are.
Teleporting.
Awesome.
Right. I'm going up again. I can't see where we are. I'm in a house in the cabin in the village, and I've just come out. My word. I've lost everybody else, but I am here.
That is a secret, indeed.
A secret passage. Okay, secret passage.
Fantastic.
So yes, I'm sure the children will build all those sorts of secret passages and secret things and wonderful buildings and games when they come. What I'd love, if anybody has any great ideas, any inspiration, is please to share it, because I'm sadly lacking, and I'm sure the kids have got, we're at Hinderval now. I'm sure the children, your children, maybe you will have many more absolutely superb ideas. So I'm going to head back to the teaching shelter, and then if people want to see other biomes, I can show them. So if anybody wants to see anything else now, we've already gone well over time. It's almost time for the next session. In fact, I feel we should actually wind up. What do you think,
Yeah,
Heike? I'll
I would
stop
say
sharing
so.
then.
Absolutely.
Time to wind up this session.
Mm.
Okay,
And
so let me...
isn't it, as soon as we are in Minecraft, we forget the time.
Absolutely. So I'm stopping,
It's so
trying to
interesting.
stop screen sharing.
Many, many thanks to Dakota, who's been building these secret chambers, secret passageways, all these functions. Um, it's just amazing the amount of work he does. He's in the States and in early retirement, and he is enjoying himself, as he keeps saying. He's enjoying himself tremendously. Thank you. Yeah, Michael says thanks to everyone. We're happy to be approachable. What we will do is we'd like to invite you, perhaps here and there, definitely for the pilot of the teacher training course, but we will also approach you, if at all possible, with a needs analysis survey. If you wanted to let us your email addresses, please do so, perhaps best in private chat to me. Leave us an email address. You just hover your mouse over my name, then you can start a private chat, and then we gladly invite you to the pilot, which obviously will be free of charge, but something like around the end of the year. And before that, we'll have a couple of other pilots, perhaps getting children into these various, not only children, but also adults. We have a wide range of pilot tests in front of us. This is just the preliminary building work. And Carol, many, many thanks, not only for your hard work that you're doing and is getting to grips with these environments. It is definitely, as you said, it was an experience getting out of the comfort zone of Second Life and OpenSim.
Still pretty useless at it, as you can tell. It's not intuitive to me. I pressed the wrong buttons and wrong fingers in the wrong place. But never mind. Thanks ever so much,
And
everybody.
tomorrow,
Do come and join us. Sorry.
Tomorrow there will be, at 2 p.m. GMT, will be a Minecraft symposium run by Van Stevens, Jane Chiang, and somebody called Priscilla Matani, who in Brazil takes her students who have special educational needs. Very interesting. Shortly after that symposium, which again lasts 1.5 hours, we will have a Minecraft workshop where we invite everyone who has Minecraft as a software running on their computers to join the Guinevere Minecraft server and to experience firsthand this environment, which we've seen now screen shared by Carol. Many, many thanks to Dr. Michael Thomas, Dr. Tunja Khan, Dr. Letizia Cinganotto, and many thanks to Carol and everyone here in attendance. This is closing the Guinevere Symposium. Thank you so much, everyone. It was lovely, fantastic. So I'm going to change over to Maria, who will be... Can you come up for a quick microphone test? Skype in the classroom, really, really fascinating journey.